we are up to Druid, the last class to look at out of Witchwood. This has been really cool so far, and I can't wait for the set to be released so we can start building some really cool decks and playing with these really cool looking cards. So let's get through the Witchwood Druid section, and then that's the set done. So Witchwood Apple, add 3 2/2 treants to your hand. 2 mana. How much are these treants costing me? They also costing me 2 mana. It's very nice artwork. Yeah, so like Force of Nature sort of style there was. Yeah, 2 mana. I'm not too impressed overall. No, I'm not impressed with that at all. There's better things to do on 2 mana. I'd rather cast a Wild Growth, to be honest with you. Ah well. Next, Ferocious Howl. Draw a card, gain 1 armor for each card in your hand. 3 mana. Yeah? Yep. Yep, I'm just happy about that. Yep. Can't really say much. I'm not unhappy about it. I can't really say that card is bad. Draws you a card, gets you some armor. I'm happy. I'm happy with both of those situations. So, Druid of the Scythe, choose one, transform into a 4/2 with Rush, or a 2/4 with Taunt. 3 mana, 2/2 generically, but it'll be one of these majority of the time. Yeah. I quite like it. I mean, it can either obviously it's just like your Druid of the Claw. It can either be a it's just a smaller Druid of the Claw, to be honest with you. And Druid of the Claw is obviously really good. So overall, this card is really good. It'll beat something down and help with a bit of board clear, or it'll help you stabilize by giving you a bit of taunt. That's both ways. I'm very happy about this. Witching Hour. Summon a random friendly beast that died this game. Oh. Reanimation within Druid doesn't seem that bad. Pardon me. I mean, there are a lot of good beasts, but are there many good beasts within Druid that you really want? Let's have a look. What we're going to keep is more the question. So you're going to get to keep this. Summon a 5/4. Not too bad. It's not going to have the adapt on it, so it's not amazing. The Elder Longneck. No. I'm not going to be too happy if that comes up. I mean, this is okay. Resummoning this to then pull something out of your deck's fine. Resummoning this to then pull more like Spectral Daggers or something out of your deck is also really cool. I don't want to make those or those. To be honest with it, I can Violet, I'm sure. I don't see it being incredible. There are a couple of sort of like small situations where it could be really good, but on the majority of the time I don't see this card being so strong or meta defining or anything like that. I can just see it being, make this, what happens? Oh, okay, I got one of those. Alright. I got a Gloomstag without the buff. Ooh. That sort of situation. Right. Although I suppose it does like it's friendly beast now. Ignore me. Right. Bewitched Guardian, 5 mana for 1 taunt. Battle cry, gain 1 health for each card in your hand. Yeah. Druid's pretty decent at drawing cards, so this could actually end up being quite big. And obviously we've got things like Ferocious Howl that helps us draw cards, and obviously this just replaces itself and stuff, but it's not bad. And then if your turn, both players draw a card, we've got things like this, obviously that'll help make this bigger. But I quite like this Bewitched Guardian. It'll be a 4-powered, big health taunt. Not bad. I quite like this. Every time both players draw a card. Fatigue Druid, could you be coming back? Are you going to be a thing again? Obviously then, Fatigue Druid hasn't really been a thing for a long time, but with something like this it could be really cool and get back into being a deck, which would be quite interesting because it was a very difficult deck to play when it was a deck, but I like this could be cool. Whispering Woods, summon a 1/1 Wisp for each card in your hand. So obviously that'll go up to 7. So I'll not overfill the board or anything like that. Do you care about some Wisps? I mean, in a deck that's going to want to fill a board with Wisps to then buff them or something like that, you're probably going to play a lot of other things that you're going to be able to throw out quite early. So by like turn 4 you might even have like 2 or 3 cards in your hand and some other minions on the table, which I suppose is fine, but you've probably got better things you actually want to be doing. I don't see this card being incredible or anything like that, but the last time that there was like an aggro Druid deck, I tried to play it and just failed miserably. But we'll see what happens, to be honest with you. I can see it being one of those cards where people underestimate it and then there'll be multiple videos on YouTube of people just dying to it, which is fine and will be fun to watch. Gloomstag, 5 mana 2/6 taunt. It's a beast. Battle cry, if your deck has only odd cost cards, gains +2/+2. So on the best side of it, it's a 4/8 taunt for 5. That also requires you to be playing the Baku sort of deck, which, what's the upgraded Druid? It's 2 attack and 2 armor. Yeah, I don't really think you want to be doing that, to be honest with you. It's not really going to be that great for you. Obviously then you don't get things like Swipe and Wild Growth to make things easier on yourself to get to a later sort of game. I don't personally like this, but saying that, back when we did the neutral stuff, I'm like I said, I'm much more in favour of Gen than Baku. So if the Baku deck comes really good, I can see this being like Druid Baku being cool, and this obviously will be played in it. But other than that, obviously this card is just forcing you to have to play that. There's no other way that you're playing this card. So Splintergraft, 8 mana 8/8, okay. Battle cry, choose a friendly minion, add a 10/10 copy to your hand that costs 10. So with this, obviously like this, like 8 mana 8/8 is pretty cool. You've got to think to yourself, what minion am I bringing to my hand that I would be happy to play for 10 if it got 10 attack and 10 toughness? like, this could be pretty cool if, like, say, let's just go with the cards we have in front of us here. Like, you don't want to make this, because it'll cost you 10 mana and it'll come in as either a 4-2 with Rush or a 2-4 with Taunt. That's terrible. We don't want that. This could be pretty cool, because it'll be a 10-10 with Taunt that costs us 10, and then it'll get +1 health for each card in your hand. That is massive. Like, this seems pretty cool, but that's a very sort of like small sort of situation. You don't really want to do this for 10 mana. What else? Minion. No, you don't want to do this. I suppose this is going actually. No. I mean, that could be pretty cool. Make a 10-10 Spectral Tiger, shuffle a copy of this minion. Would that work? I wonder if that would work. That'd be quite interesting. Crypt Lord, maybe. A very odd chance. No. Overall, I don't see that having much that you actually want to bring back. No, I don't see there being much with that card that you actually want to bring back to your well, obviously add a copy that's a 10-10 that costs 10. I could be wrong. There could be something incredible out there that works really well with this, but for now I don't see this having much in the way of playability. And finally, of the cards in the Witchwood, we have Dusk Fallen Aviana. Now, I really loved Aviana when she made all my minions cost 1, because I made Kun and then made Cthulhu as well, and everything was really good. But this one, we have a 5 mana 3/7. On each player's turn, the first card played costs 0. Now, with this, so you've got to make it and then pass turn. So they're getting the benefit first, which in a game like Hearthstone does not seem very good. So something like so like Howling Mine in Magic the Gathering. So like you make Howling Mine and they get to draw the card first, but you also have stuff that you can use in their turn, so it doesn't really matter, because then it'll come back to you and you'll draw 2 and it'll be great, and you know, then you'll do whatever it is you're doing. But like in a game like Hearthstone, especially in a deck like Druid where you're not able to interact in their turn, giving them the free cost thing first. I understand. I get that it's the first card. So it doesn't have to be a minion. It can also be a spell or a weapon or a secret, or not secret, sorry, or like the quest or something. Sure, but giving it them first seems bad, because you've made a 5 mana 3/7. They've got the benefit out of it, and they might even just kill it. So I'm not impressed with this version of Aviana, and I don't think that's very good. But overall, like things like the Bewitched Guardian, the Ferocious Howl, they're going to be pretty cool to play. And Druid itself will be fun. So that wraps it up for the Witchwood. We've just got to wait for the set to be released now, and we can play and have a lot of fun with it.